Hi, we'll know that how to write a text into a text file, and later we'll see that how to read that from the text file. So this is the program. Let me see that how to write a text file into it, so that I'm including IO stream and F stream as well as the string. Let me start with the program. So int main. So let me define some variable as a string. I'm defining as a variable string a. Okay. So for writing a text, I need to start with data type as OF stream. I'm creating one object, let's say P. Okay. With that, I'm creating one file name. So that is we called as some text file that should be within the double quote. Let me write that file1 dot txt and with the semicolon. So here I'm using the data type as OF stream with the object as P, and the constructor is written as in the file name. So that should be in the output mode. So let me write it as that cout statement. Let me write it as an input. Let me write that as an input, and I'll give an as ANL. So now I'll take the input through a keyboard to the variable what I'm defined as A. That A I write it into the text file, that is file1.txt. So that should be in continuous mode. So that's what I'm using while of true, or you can use that as in while of 1. Okay, so while of 1 I'm taken as a cin, that variable what I'm used as A, taken the keyboard. So I should make it as some end that file. So what I'm going to be using that, if A is equal to within the double quote, let me type it as end. So if you, when typing a text at the end, if you written as end, then what you supposed to do? So I supposed to make that as to be break your program, that ends your typing the text. Once it is over, come out of that file, then it is there in the variable A. That variable A you should supposed to write it into your object as P. Okay, that variable it is from A to P you return, I'll make it as endl. Now this is what is writing to file. What that file name you written as file1.txt. So here you're writing it. So once it is over, return 0. Let me run this program. So let me use that the file as write.txt. Write one I'm using that cpp. Okay, so you should know that file name is file1.txt. So let me compile it first. Okay, Okay, that should be end with the semicolon. So yes, your running is over. That will be there in the file name desktop cpp second sem. That is the folder. Okay, let me run this program. So your input you supposed to be that my sjbit I love C++ file handling. So now I'll return as end. Okay, now this content should be there in your file name. So let me open that file name on its desktop. That file 1 it is actually. So this is your file 1. So here you are written as hi sjbit I love C++ file handling end. So each line it is taken, each space it is taken as a new line here by using as a string program. Okay, so this is the drawback where I'm using that only the C in A. Whenever you make a space, it is taken as a new line here. Okay, okay, let me close that file, that is p dot close. Now we'll write the file is over. Now we'll read that text from that file. So let me give that statement, cout statement, that is output. This is your output statement. So for our output statement, if we need to use if stream. Okay, let me use that object as q. I open that, read that file. It is file1 dot txt, file1 dot txt. That should be end with the semicolon. So this file I need to read. If it can be happen only one, let's say, let me write it as like this. Whatever it is from the queue, I can write it to that variable. I can define one more variable here, let's say b. So to be here. Now let me write it cout statement b. Okay, so whatever that variable it is there from that b, it will be displayed on that. Okay, then I can use that what is that object I'm creating, q dot close. Okay, so this is what you read the text from that. Let me compile and execute here. So let me write that file handling end. So you can see that file handling, when I press as end, it will be terminated. The output displayed only that until the space sjbit. After that space, it is not going to be reading it. Okay, so that what I'm going to do for it, so this part I'm making that while that object what you're reading is q dot end of file. Okay, until end of your file you need to read. Okay, what is that now file is out? What is that file you are created as? If stream, that is q, right? That object is q. Okay, to the where that variable is b. Okay, from that b you can see out statement, it is b. Okay, and then handle, that should be in with this. Instead of this two lines I can put it into the while loop to read all the data. Okay, then close this. Let me run the program. Let me write some text into this file. Okay, file handling and this. So here if stream, I'm creating the object as q in the constructor file name to be read, it is file1.txt. So here I am writing that while if from the object q the end of file will take the whatever the string into that b, we are going to be printing out on the console. Okay, so this supposed to be, remember, that is not equal to end of file. Then until that you read the string. So let me execute it. So let me give the input. So let me type it as end. So here you can see that let me refresh it first. Yes. So what I written is I love C++ file handling. I love C++ file handling, and I return into that file 1. Okay. This same thing I need to read. So I love C++ file handling. Okay. So at the end of that file it is repeatedly writing it. So this is what the program read and write, okay, into a text file. So this is your text file. So let me take it one more method as it's a mode change operation. So what I'm going to do here, once you're creating that file, I'll change that as to be as append mode. Okay, so once you whatever you write the text onto that file, it automatically appended to the previous content. So let me run this. So I love C++ file, that should be end. I love C++ file. So previously it has handling over there, so that's what it is written onto it. As well, same thing, I love C++ file, it is appended the previous content. Let me open it once again, that file. So it is appended the from the previous content. It is a new old one, and this is the new one. This is the mode of operation what I'm written as append mode. Okay, thank you very much.